Welcome to our first day of school vlog. Today we are starting our 4th year of homeschooling. If you're new here, my name is Ashley and I have 3 kids. This year I will have a 6th grader, 4th grader, and kindergartner. I hope you enjoy seeing our first day of school, and if you're planning on starting your first day of homeschool, I wish you all a wonderful first day. So every year we like to start our first day of school with a theme, and my kids chose SpongeBob as the theme this year. I actually have a whole video talking about how I get everything for the theme, all these fun first day of school activities for pictures, for memories, and things like that. So I'll link that video down below if you have not watched it. We started the day where the kids basically just came to the table. They got their spots. They got to see all their special grade level stuff, their interviews. There was some candy. And then, of course, I had to take the pictures. So each kid had to take their individual first day of school picture with their sign. And then, of course, all 3 of them had to get a good one together. I let them do a cute smiley one and then a silly one. After we jumped into starting to complete our little first day of school interviews. So my older daughters had like grade level specific ones that there was lots of writing, so they were working on that. And then I sat and helped my son with his little booklet, his About Me booklet, which was really fun and unique, and I'm glad to have that little memory to keep with us. And so this probably took us about 45 minutes. The kids were coloring it. We were having lots of conversations, and they really enjoyed their little first day of school activities. As they started finishing those up, then they started working on their SpongeBob puzzles, which were really fun, but these aren't normal things we would do. So these 2 activities that took quite some time are not part of our normal school day. I have a couple more fun activities that we were doing. We had this TicTacToe game that was SpongeBob themes. It was just a free printable I found. And so while my oldest daughter was finishing up her puzzle, because her puzzle was pretty hard, my little ones were playing TicTacToe. And then we found a SpongeBob brain break on YouTube. Brain breaks are things that get kids up and moving. So after all of those sitting down activities, I was like, let's go downstairs, let's run around and jump. And so they played The Floor is Lava, and it was SpongeBob themed. So that was really fun. Now it's time for some real school. So I am using my daily checklist from my Homeschool Planet planner. I'll have a video coming out with more about this, but that's what I'm using. So I have everything for all the kids. My older daughters can pretty much follow theirs on their own. It tells them what lesson to do, when to start, when to stop, and they can check it off. So I absolutely love these checklists for myself and for my kids. And if you have never heard of Homeschool Planet, I have a whole playlist. Go watch their videos, but I am making one soon about all these checklists. We typically start our school days watching World Watch News. It's news curated for kids. It talks about all events going on in the world, and we started doing this last year, and both my daughters really like it, and my son actually sat and watched it today with us as well. Getting into some different curriculum. My son was doing his curriculum. My daughters were working on either handwriting or math. It was really nice having all 3 kids together. Last year, my son didn't do school at the table with his older sisters, and so it actually worked out really well. No one was arguing. Everyone was getting their work done quite nicely. All right, so quick update. The kids are all kind of now occupied, so this is not a typical school day. We obviously don't do a lot of the things we did in the beginning, like all the fun activities. So we aren't starting the curriculum portion until a lot later into like our normal school day. So at this point, my son has finished all of his schoolwork. So he did his Bob Books workbook, his Bob Books Wipe and Clean. He did a math lesson. He did a handwriting lesson. What he's doing right now is he's watching a Leapfrog learning video. He's watching the Letter Factory video. I bought a bunch of DVDs from Leapfrog. Well, I bought them from eBay used, but they're the Leapfrog series. So he's watching one of those. My girls finished their handwriting for today, and now they're doing their Saxon math with Nicole, the math lady. So they're both doing lesson 1, starting that, and then they will move into their 2 Moving Beyond the Page units. They're both doing a language arts unit and a science/social studies unit. So we're probably going to be schooling later today than we normally do, but again, that's because we had all those extra things first thing in the morning. So they're working independently. In a couple hours, I'm gonna make them lunch and we'll check in and see where everybody's at.
The girls finished math and have been working on their individual moving beyond the page units. I was super nervous as they're both working on completely different subjects and units, but it has worked perfectly. They both love all their units and it's just working out super great. They actually pretty much finished school right up to lunchtime. So for lunch, I made some SpongeBob mac and cheese, some edamame beans, and some bananas. And after lunch, they got their final first day of school treat, which was these SpongeBob popsicles. This was just a quick glimpse into our first day of school. I have lots of videos coming out more about like our curriculum, our structure, our schedule, so stay tuned.